We want presidential candidate. Only presidential candidate. That's what we want. We want presidential candidate. Sit down. Whoever is no. We are Nigerians. No.
We don't want second fiddle. We want the presidential candidate. Go and bring your presidential candidate. Where is Atiku? Oh, where, you know, that stuff. Anyway, but this lady, she's like fire.
Let them talk to Nigerians. Stop doing these things. Please. You tell us that the ticket is won. Yet, Sibajo cannot act in Buhari. Yet you tell us that the ticket is won. No, you shouldn't continue this. They should not continue. And Peter Obi should not speak at this thing. I tell you, sir. You cannot disrespect us in this manner. This woman is supposed.
You get so that lady is obedient. And she was like, this is so disrespectful, right? Obi is leading millions of us, and you disrespect him this way by mingling him or matching him with a second fiddle, blah, 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 blah. But you know, say Dino don't arrive in Nigeria before Atiku came back, yeah? Luckily, they called him because he had he has a question. Listen to this.
My question this evening is to former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi. And the question is straightforward. With the uncoordinated security network among the security agencies today, and the lack of proper coordination between the office of the president and the vice president, do you, as presidential candidate of Labour Party, believe that the office of the president and vice president is one and same or not? Thank you.
Okay. Well, it's a town hall meeting. Mr. Peter Obi, I see that you want to take that first. Mr. Peter Obi, candidate of the Labour Party.
The office of the president and the office of the vice president is not the same. There's a commander-in-chief. The button stops at somebody's desk. He can, of course, delegate that power. That is why when the president travels, we talk about transition. The vice president cannot is not commander-in-chief. In terms of coordination, they should work as a family. They should work together. But as president and commander-in-chief, the decision and the buck stops on my desk. I will be responsible to Nigerians. Thanking my vice president.
Quiet in the hall, please.
Thanking my vice president will be working very closely with me. That even the constitution have areas where he delegated the vice president to head. It didn't say he's commander-in-chief. So I was in charge. And I will not...
Please, no noise from the hall.
But that notwithstanding, everybody in government, like the Governor Okowa has said, has to work as a family. A family doesn't mean that you don't have a head. A family...
So, but it seems that Dino was not satisfied. So he started throwing jibes and all of that from the audience. Now, so Obi was like, "Oh, maybe then leave us more with me to see this reaction." They now said Obi lost it.
Don't call everybody. This man is NPP now. He called it to Obi people. You see what is happening here? I won't take this. He called it to Obi people. This colonel is ANPP personnel. You call it to be people. Stop that, please, Dino. You did, Dino. Stop that. I'm taking a lot from you here. What is what? Why are you always calling me?
Very quickly.
So that confrontation, according to Dino, is too threatening. And Dino has been shaken since yesterday. To get Dino back to normal, it will need Peter Obi's apology. I'm talking about the drama of yesterday, the one that Kolu run away from. Do you understand? So Dino, when he got back to his hotel, he couldn't sleep. Peter Obi pointed at me. You know that kind of feeling like, I don't know what's going to happen to me. Obedient, they are targeting me. Obi needs to apologize to him. He put out a video. Watch this.
Fellow countrymen and women, I am doing this video just to clarify the outburst by Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party yesterday. It was not provoked. I was sitting far opposite the top seat where they were sitting. I didn't mention his name. And I was really surprised to see that type of outburst from a presidential candidate. Is that the type of president he's going to make? Just taking on people and showing unpresidential characteristics? The way he acted yesterday was very, very, he rather called me out because there was no way I didn't do anything. I didn't call his name. Where I was sitting, there's nothing I would have said that Obi would have heard. And there was nothing. I didn't do anything. So that outburst is unwarranted, very unprecedented, unacceptable of a leader. A leader must be matured. One who wants to govern this country must be accommodating, must have a lot of patience, must have perseverance. These are basic characteristics of leadership anywhere in the world. You want to be president of Nigeria and you are reacting in such a manner in public. This one will slap ADC for office as president. So I want to clear the air that there was nothing, I didn't do anything to him. He was so provoked and so carried away by the performance of Governor Okowa that he was saying that somebody outside is from ANPP. Does that make any sense? Is there any party like ANPP in Nigeria today? ANPP collapsed in 2014 when they all amalgamated and met together to form APC. But he was so disorganized, so disoriented that he was saying that the person out there is from ANPP. Is there any party like ANPP in Nigeria today? Next time when you want to go for a debate, be as calm as Governor Okowa. Be as calm as the PDP vice presidential candidate. But that was very unpresidential and I deserve a serious apology. Thank you very much.
I hear you, Jared Dino. He has to apologize to you. Look at how he's shaking, A whole Dino. Presidential candidates, Peter Obi. Every Peter Obi won't fall on top of him. So he's crying out for help. I hope he gets the help he needs as much as soon as possible. Because he's with Mr. Unifier, Atiku, that cannot unify. Is already thrown PDP. But I'll come to that. Okowa also did a bit of a dry cleaning job by taking Obi and Kwakwanso to the cleaners. That is so easy for all of you. You can come out and say PDP is this, PDP is that. But nevertheless, all of you, the two of you, until probably June or May this year, you are still PDP. No kuna de fear God though. Now go and talk that one after they allowed him to, to speak.
Aware that the PDP is strong in all the 6 geopolitical zones, very strong, and strong in all states. That is a statement of fact, and we are busy campaigning to Nigerians based on our manifesto and the credibility of the persons who are on the ticket of the party. Secondly, as of the last time I checked, in 2019, I'm sure, Peter Obi was vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar. He said he paid a lot of glowing tributes to Atiku Abubakar. And as of the last time I checked, up to May 24th, 2022, he was still an aspirant under the PDP. So you cannot claim to be strange to the PDP or strange to the past. It is wrong to present that kind of situation to Nigerians. I think it's important that we begin to address issues the way they were. As for my brother, Dr. Rabiu Kopanso, I thank you for your comments. But at the last time that I checked, apart from little issues that we're having in Kano, you are still in the PDP and the leader of the PDP. And you have been part of the PDP. Are you not telling Nigerians that you contributed to the destruction that you claim is happening in this nation? So many good things came in from the PDP. 1999 to 2007. Let's take note of that. It's important that we educate Nigerians.
Thank you. Well, now, before...
Man, politician no fit die well. That guy where they talk is the governor of Delta State. That is the third richest state in Nigeria by allocation. Third or second? I think third. But in that state, oil-rich Delta, pensioners are unpaid. Years of unpaid pension is completing, well, is on his 8th year as governor. Are you with me? And well, maybe I should just skip that because it's PDP, Abi. So it's reminding them of 1999. Fair enough. The what do you call it? The Agro master that is also waiting in the wing. It's even worse off. I'll come back to that of Atiku. And then you have heard about the PDP star. No, what's they call them? They have a name for them. I think they call them PDP 5 or PDP Super 5. You heard a part of that conversation earlier where Wike was talking. There is more from where that came from, by the way. So Kolu didn't attend all of that. I have told you that the campaign technique of Tinubu is this. Very simple and straightforward. Okay? It is called basement campaign, strategy. BCS. If you see anywhere where they with code BCS, basement campaign strategy, Tinubu is not going to any TV station. Forget it. Tinubu is not coming to any debate or any town hall, whatever. It's never going to be part of any of that. It's going to be involved in the things he set out. Sure you get. His team are going to choose the audience is going to meet. They are going to work behind the scene and ensure that everything is controlled by them. Anything outside that, you can continue to dream of. If you think you will see Tinubu live on anywhere, that is different from his platform, whether TV, radio, newspaper, or campaign, whatever, you can wait forever because you have no idea. Okay? Now, what Tinubu said in his statement was that if you want to see me, I can give you some privilege. You can come and see me. I'll give you time when I have time. But I don't have time for all of you because he needs to dictate the direction of his own power chase. And some of you have not been paying attention. No. Today, 24 hours after what happened yesterday, Tinubu and his team, they put together a program. Tinubu is going to meet with farmers. Farmers will make money. Abi, your food, your lunch is not going to be imported. What are you going to eat? Cassava, agbado, and the rest. That's exactly why he's meeting with farmers today. Just a quick throwback.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, and the morning, yam, in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps, we create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
It is smoke Igbo. It is taking the.
So, finally, they have to arrange Kolu to meet farmers. So, the journey took them to Niger State, the place where half of the state is currently being controlled by terrorists as we speak. So, where they are going to have all the 50 million youths and none like that. So, it landed in Minna today. You see that? Anyway, the first message to the farmers is that hope is here. Money is here. I don't even know, but not really so inspiring anyway.
Hope is now renewed. Confidence is back. Help is here. Prosperity is with the farmers, and they are all here. A promising future that is greater than gold and diamonds is in the heart of the subject matter of today.
So do you want to hear the subject matter? How the farmers are going to make money? Tinubu's agro, blah, 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 policy. If you are not going to be bored, okay, I'm going to say, listen to this. The first part, by the way.
We can only say one thing. Thank you. Thank you within a very short period of time. That this hall is filled up of hope, and filled up of certain future. now renewed. Confidence is back. Hand is here. Prosperity is with the farmers, and they are all here. A promising future that is greater than gold and diamonds is in the heart of the subject matter of today. It is only with a feel healthy body, feel stomach, without hunger, that can dig the soil to earn gold and silver and diamonds. It is only a healthy body that can make even 1 barrel of oil. You are the fisherman, you are the corn grower, you are the yam tuber producers, you are the heart of agriculture and heart of the prosperity and sustainer of peace, stability, and joy of our country. Thank you very, very, very much. I hereby promise you farmers, I've had quite eloquently and richly a very, very thoughtful and fundamental paper from Atiku. He spoke our heart. He spoke to the technical stability of the national objectives of our party. Not only that his speech rendered my own is here. Irrelevant, but germane and stronger in its objective and promises. Please give credit to Atiku Bagudu.
I know, it's so noisy, isn't it? And it was saying things there that they don't really make any sense other than just buzzword. Or am I just the only person who saw that? Eh? I know. Lagos, you see this Lagos Abobakus. There is something about them. Are you with me? You know that every time that Tinubu case pops up here, right? It is actually not in your favor. Okay? But you will still turn up, Sha. You will still join us. Only to come here, to come and what? To make yourself sad or what? Then you begin to act like, as usual, irrational in the comments and all that. Eh? What were you expecting? What are you expecting? So to say, when you join Mayegun Live, where he's talking politics, to become to surprisingly see some praise singing award. Anyway, that's just by the way, because you know one thing, talking about violence here and there. How many of you remember when Ortom said this about Atiku? How many?
Our presidential candidate profiled, and it will appear to me that he is working with Mayatiala because that is the same language that Mayatiala were saying about me. I have never profiled any Fulani man. I have always qualified anytime I call Fulanis. These are Fulanis from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Mauritania, from Libya, from Chad, who have come together and say they will take over our country to become their own. And that is why they have displaced our people. And who on earth will say I should not say that? I am the governor of Benue State. More than 2 million people are IDPs. And why should I not talk about those who are my enemies and are killing my people? I remain committed. And whatever I have done, whether the law, whatever we're doing in the state, is fully with the support of Benue people. I have their consent, I have the backing of House of Assembly, I have the backing of National Assembly, who are from Benue State, and nobody has the right to profile me and make me look bad before the Fulanis. I have no problem. I have Fulanis in my government, and I have never sent any Fulani man away from Benue State. All that I say is that we have a law in place. Let everybody be law-abiding and respected. When this thing came up, on my own, these are things that I attempted to avoid. I had sent a chat message to the presidential candidate, our presidential candidate, telling him that he was unfair to me when he made those remarks in Kaduna. And I told him I needed an unreserved apology from him. And the following morning, he chatted back and accepted that what was said was not accurate. But all the same, he sincerely apologized to me. But when I started seeing this agitation coming from back home and other parts of the country, I also charged him that please get your media aid to refute this, to send this apology to the media so that people will understand what it is. These are things that I was trying to avoid. And unfortunately,
anyway, like you said, unfortunately, things don't go from worse, from bad to worse, and from worse to scatter, talking about violence. In PDP, I have said this before, and I've been seeing that people have been repeating that out there too. In fact, I have seen some media platforms in Nigeria confirming this as well today. In PDP, the moment Wike lost out in the old power play, he quickly put to action his other team in the boat that, listen, for what we know, you see, whatever Buhari has done to the southern Nigeria, it will be a child's play to what Atiku would do. Even though all this is just for their own political survival, right? But Wike is not alone. You know, is second the richest state in Nigeria with revenue as well as allocation, right? So he has a lot of money to play with. Not like Benue, not like Oyo, not like Abia, not like Enugu. If you compare them. So, but he found these guys as friends. But there are some level of confusion as well. Not so confusing, though. I have said it on this platform that with a Wike, when Wike, Makinde, Ekpeazu, Ogwani, as well as Ortom, when they traveled to London this year after the PDP convention, right? And they met with, and Wike confirmed, they said, I met with Tinubu and his team. I met with Peter Obi and his team. And I also met with Atiku and his team. Immediately after that convention, where Wike was able to float another intrusive agenda, which is kind of, the death knell for Atiku. Because, PDP, Abi, why is he meeting with other people? He became a free agent afterward. Then they were demanding that Ayu, the party chairman, should go. You know the story, Abi. Now, let's cut it short. The complication here is this. Ortom is not going for any... Ortom is doing his second term. Wike is doing his second term. Ogwani is doing his second term. Ekpeazu is doing his second term. Seyi Makinde is just doing his first term. Like, what could that thing be that made Seyi Makinde fit into with the Wike's agenda one kind of political mystery that you are likely going to learn of later. But talking about the agenda, because they dealt with Goodluck Jonathan in 2014, 2015. But the difference then that when Atiku, Saraki, Dino, and the rest of them, and Kwakwanso, when they did what they did with the new PDP then, they left PDP to challenge it, right? But with the Wike, it's like, we are not going to leave. We'll remain here and we'll scatter everything, especially to stop Atiku. That's the agenda. But when they wanted to destroy Jonathan then, those who later became new PDP, in their demand, they asked Jonathan to remove the party chairman. Fair enough, they were in government, but now they are not. So Wike has been the only one who has had enough resources to change the party chairman after PDP lost 7 years ago, okay? So, Aju has to go, Wike said. But Atiku and gang, they know that it's not about Aju. It is about Atiku. And Wike is saying that no, it's not about Atiku. It's about Aju. We need to be sitting together on that decision-making table for that person who's going to be the president of Nigeria as a party. But Atiku knows, no, it's not about Aju. It is about me. Now they are no longer, Atiku said he's moved on. Wike has appointed 200,000 personal assistants on polling units to ensure that no one single vote like this will drop for Atiku. It's a big thing. Today is in the news. Wike said there must never be any Atiku's poster in Rivers State. Seyi Makinde has also said that if you want to post any PDP poster, if there's any of them with Atiku's picture, do not put my picture there. And if you have my picture on your poster, do not put Atiku there. And same thing is spreading, right? Today in Rivers State, people who dared Wike, they were shot, macheted, and some of them are currently in critical conditions right now in Port Harcourt. So while in Benue, they are solidifying their union. They are now called G5. Remember new PDP, but now they are called G5. The disgruntled Southern PDP governors who are not going to support Atiku. So when Wike, Seyi Makinde, Ortom, Ekpeazu, as well as Ugwanyi, when they met with Tinubu, Obi, and Atiku in London, they settled. This is what we heard, Wike and Seyi Makinde, they settled for Tinubu. Ugwanyi, Ekpeazu, and Ortom, according to the report out there, they sluggishly adopted Obi. So the G5 in their bond are also splitted into two, which they can say is not true, okay? Because if you see what happened in Benue today, or Makurdi today, you are likely going to agree that it is not true they have any issue. Are you with me? But something also happened when Ortom became so happy. He gave automatic citizenship to these 4, plus himself, 5. These are the G5 of PDP. So these are the new citizens of Benue, according to Ortom. Now, the way they have shared their arrangement is that Seyi Makinde on the left is supporting Tinubu. Wike on the left is supporting Tinubu. Ortom in the middle is supporting Obi. Ekpeazu on the far right, is supporting Obi. Ugwanyi of Enugu is also supporting Obi. Which one be Ugwanyi? Which one be Ekpeazu? They look so similar to me, right? So because of this, Wike gave some money to Benue to support Benue PDP under Ortom to win election there and make sure that no single vote is dropped for Atiku. So in between, be like say, nah, Tinubu, Obi, and Atiku in that order. According to Ortom, to hell with Atiku.
We are plucked by Fulani herdsmen. And they sent him a message to tell me that as long as I maintain the prohibition of open grazing, they will continue to do this. Another man's hand was chopped. He's still in the teaching hospital. You can go there and see him. And you want me to be celebrating Fulani men? To hell with Atiku and any other Fulani man who says I should make this. And any man supporting Atiku here and all that is an enemy. I want this to be known. As long as I'm governor, and except my people tell me that, look, withdraw from this. If you want to be slaves to the Fulani men, you can go there and be slaves. I can never be a slave. It's better I die than be a slave to any Fulani. What are we talking about? More than 36 people were massacred.
Wala never come like this. Just like Okowa. You see that guy talking. His name is Ortom. That is the governor of Benue State. He is also a failure personified. Nigeria context, right? He is a failure personified because he is also owing pensioners, he is owing workers, and his own states. Even though, what can you really do if you are under the attacks of murderers? Murderers that are protected by states, the federal government of Nigeria. So some people are now saying that so far the economic activities of Benue people have been destroyed by the incessant attacks from the Fulani terrorists. Are you with me? So that has contributed to the downward spiral. Because Benue used to be the food basket of Nigeria. That's what they call themselves, food basket of Nigeria. They grow a lot of food from Benue. Most of those farm settlements and farms have been destroyed. Most of those farmers, sadly, are now refugees for those who are not dead. Others have probably moved away, far away from their farms because of these attacks. So Ortom has this kind of comfort, should I say, a solace that he kind of always get from his people, for identifying with them in the face of the federal government, Fulani-led government of Nigeria, the profiling and the targets on the states, which they say is not going to stop. They are just counting days for Ortom. And so Ortom, they will kill him the moment he has no immunity anymore. They promised him that. So Ortom has PTSD about what the Fulani terrorists have done in Benue State. So looking at Atiku, defending them, or warning him, it's never going to go down well. And in his friends, in Wike, Makinde, and the rest, he has friends he can trust. Wike gave him money, right? They gave him cars, okay? And he made him, made him a promise that whatever it's going to take, you will keep Benue. They are trying to fight for their political survivors, ladies and gentlemen, but they say they are doing it for the southern Nigeria because they don't want us to be slaves. Really? Okay. Listen to Benue. Mind you, Ayu is from Benue. Okay. So on this occasion that Wike, Seyi Makinde, and the rest are now Benue people, honorary Benue citizens. They have named the street, the road that lead to the PDP chairman, Ayu, the road that lead to Ayu's house in Benue State. They have now renamed the road Wike's highway, or Wike's avenue, or Wike's road. So in thankfulness, he said, we are standing with Benue people. Meanwhile, he's maybe both. He's standing with Ortom, his friend. They need Benue to stop Atiku. And from what happened in 2019, Atiku scored 11 million votes, Abi. From that 11 million votes, ladies and gentlemen, 7 million of that came from southern Nigeria. 1 million of that vote came from middle belt of Nigeria. Only 3 million of that vote came from northern Nigeria. So Atiku is being depleted, and Wike seems to be having the best time of his life. Listen to him.
On behalf of my colleagues, the Integrity Governance that are here, I stand here today to say thank you to the people, to the government and people of Benue State for receiving us and entertaining us. Benue is not just a food basket, but everything you can talk about in life, entertainment and all kinds of things. And I tell my brother Governor Ortom want to say, Governor Ortom, what we came here today to do is to give him solidarity, support for tomorrow's campaign. To tell the people of Benue, we are with Governor Ortom. There's nothing to hide about it. You may like us, you may hate us. It doesn't matter. We are with Governor Ortom. And you see, if you look at us here, the way we are, people have tried to see how they can break us. You cannot. We are bonded to save Nigeria. That's how we are bonded. I was talking with my brother, Governor Suswan. You know, we are not together. We are different groups. Governor Suswan. So you want me to tell you lies? Forget all the jokes here. We're not with him. Governor Suswan is different. We are different. So see, we are joking. They are drinking. He knows when we leave here, we go and plot. He will go and plot, but we will unplot them at the end of the day. So now we are winning them. He should join us. Because as they pay them, it is sweet us. And as it is sweet us, they pay them. Ortom said, I gave 25 vehicles. It's not correct. I want to disprove him. When we came out to run for presidency, we were prepared. We were prepared. We thought we were won. So we didn't want to do the way this is what they are doing now. We are prepared. But since they denied us, we said all those vehicles, send it to those people that supported us. That's what we did. It's not as if I bought, no. Our team, these governors and other people we had, put themselves together and say, look, we cannot say we want to run for governor, but for presidency. We must show we are serious. If you watch that day, we took over everywhere. Is it not correct? All those vehicles you are seeing that day was our vehicle. So we say, listen, what are we going to do with it? We will give to taxi bus drivers. Send it to the states that give us enormous support. It's the only place you have life. These people, we have life. There are people dead. Nothing. Abamoro, I was in same school with you. That's not true. We are council chairman. Was not true. You're a senator. I'm a governor. You don't give this people. Let one people not chop alone. That's why people say, Yendeba. No be so? Don't chop alone. That's why when they sang here, agreement is what? Agreement. I told Suswan. I was pointing him. Agreement is what? Agreement. Respect agreement. There will be peace. There will be unity. What we're asking for. Look, Nigerians are waiting for PDP. But show that you want us, all of us, to be involved. Inclusivity, like Ibazu will say, inclusivity, include everybody. Nobody is saying, we are not talking about presidential candidate, we are feeling that one, we have a presidential candidate, not be so. We have a vice presidential candidate, not be so. But that one that will go to them, will give them, so that everybody will move along. That's what we are saying. I don't know what my friend Abamoro is telling you. I don't know what Suswan is telling you. I don't know what the deputy governor, I don't know what the House of Reps are telling you. All I'm saying, you take, I take. Not so. You take, I take. So that there will be peace. Nothing more. If you say I shouldn't take, you take alone. Anything you see, you take it. That is so. So I thank all of you. I thank all of you for this honor you've done to all of us, the integrity governors. The governors who can come out and tell you black is black. Yes is a yes. We don't bend. We will tell you how it is. Leadership is risk. Leadership is about integrity. Listen, the people of Benue State, Ortom may not be popular today, but he has been able to tell you, this is me, this is Ortom, this is what I think for the people of Benue State. Would they like him? You don't like him, he has shown leadership. So, you see, that's why when you see all of us, we are impregnable. Nobody can divide us. They have tried everything in this world to divide us. Then that's here tonight. It's not for thieves. Do you understand me? It's for Nigerians. Agreement. If you cannot keep the agreement now, is it tomorrow you will keep? Keep to this one we said now. You are not in power. You can't keep the agreement. If you want to empower, you keep the agreement.
What is the agreement? You take, I take. I'm so sorry that you had to listen to about 6 minutes of that, of pure nothingness. It's to expose the emptiness in some of these guys that people will tell you, I prefer Wike. Oh, Wike, if it was Wike. Oh, I preferred Fayemi. Oh, if it was a Tinubu and the rest. These are empty human beings. Clowns who are holding important public posts. And where did that lead everyone? Look at it. Look at Nigeria. Agreement is agreement. No shop alone. I remember when, I remember when he lost the plot to be people destroying people's presidential candidate against Atiku. Now, what happened? They started moving those vehicles back to Rivers State. I remember very, very clearly that I shared a video. I said, Omo, look at all these, one second. I said, look at all these cars. What will happen to all of these vehicles that they purchased to be used for their campaign? But now that it's not going to be their candidates, now that it's going to have to probably, now that they are taking the cars and the vehicles back to River State, is it going to go and start a River State transportation company? I remember the Ajiyajes, the born to suffer Nigerians who love their thieves differently anyway. I know some of you love Wike. No, Mayegun, I don't like Nigerian politicians. But I like what Wike is doing. We know your type. I have said it. You love your criminals differently. Just own it. No, there's nothing to be. Nobody can shame the shameless. Are you with me? You love your thieves, your criminals, your political criminals. You love them differently. Are you with me? So you are in love with Wike. I love what Wike is doing. I don't like all Nigeria. Don't talk like that about Wike. Wike is fighting. Who are you trying to tell that to? Who are you saying that to? We know you love your oppressors, your criminal leaders differently. But look at them. For that 6 minutes, there's absolute nothing that could tell you that the gathering was indeed because of Nigeria, because of Nigerians, or even because of the people of Benue. They said he rented the vans. Mayegun, they only put stickers on the buses. He didn't buy them. Mayegun, he didn't buy the buses now. They do that all the time. I said, it is well. I was expecting them to say they are not new buses. They are tokumbos. Are you with me? But they were defending him. They said they didn't buy it. Now, The same bus that you said he rented from garages in River State, Abi Port Harcourt, Aba Abuja, and the one he said made them just give Ortom 25 vehicles. Something that as a government, or as a governor of a state, every penny that goes into that vehicle should be accounted for and say, okay, if now election donation money, campaign donation money, you can say, okay, now campaign money. But you know that immediately they become the executive of any state in Nigeria, the wallet, the state account, the only thing they won't do is to change the name of the account. But the account becomes their family account, where they make a withdrawal anytime and spend it as they want, just like you have seen. When the party was so good in Benue, there will always be time to party. All for Nigeria, just to help Nigeria. That's I don't know that culture. I actually wish this my guy is here watching, who is Tiffy himself. He's from Tiff in Benue. I don't know if he's watching, but I don't know, but that's some cultural dance there to celebrate the union of the G5 that are going to bury Atiku's political dream. So you can imagine how therapeutic the dance was, as well as other stuff. So I don't know how culturally significant that's how symbolic how symbolic it is. But somehow, if you are wondering, it is more cultural. If you are comfortable with anything faster, where Wike come from, or if Wike went with his own band, it would have been something, like Wike stuff. You get what I mean? It would have been faster, or I don't think the events made provision for that, or for Wike's band to attend. It breaks out, so to say, by the way, to tell you that it be like, say, whatever shege you are seeing right now in Nigeria, as you are angling, moving, mobilizing, because you want to dethrone the owners of Nigeria and their power drunk world view. It seems that it is all tilting towards Kolu. That is if they ever owed any of your elections, so to say. Because you see, these guys, for their political survivor, they are now calling it a power consolidation, whatever other names they are giving to it, in the name of saving Nigeria. They are not saving Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. They want to save themselves and extend themselves, extend the comfort they are enjoying for another time at your own expense. You get what I mean? But whatever Zobo they sell to you, and whichever one of them you believe in, just remember, the day will come that they will just have to use you to dance like this. Just a quick break, by the way. Somebody said that, what's going on, Mayegun, with Ilano Yoruba? A lot is going on. I don't think it's something out of control, okay? I don't want to speculate, or I don't want to help your speculation, okay? I'll tell you something. There's so much going on. Yeah, there's so much going on, okay? The deputy Alano has resigned, but he's still a member of the Ilano, okay? Tinubu that broke Afenifere into two. Somehow, seems that Ilano is a threat, and there are people who are ready to play balls, and you know what I mean. I said, when some of you know what is going on, or when most of the things going on behind the scene comes to light, so Wike, what do you think?
Some people think say you they do juju.
Is this a joke? They will never go free.
Them they bone face oh yeah, that would them they bone face for. Is the body yes so wicked they walk oh.
You know, as I'm watching you on television now, they blame them. That is all. And they sweet when they see me appear like this, they blame them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them.
I see they pain them, they sweet us. I see they rain us, they pay. When you say I see they pain them, they sweet us. I see they sweet us, they go they pay. I see they pain them.
Every morning, every afternoon, every night, Wike, every time, Wike. Wike is not important. Why are you worried? Wike is not important. Why are you